We have reached a point in history where the line between a machine and a thinking mind is disappearing. This January 2026, Tesla released the FSD 14 update, and internally it was called the Sentience. This isn't just a better lane keeping. We are seeing the car demonstrate actual human-like reasoning in complex traffic. My name is Joshua, and I don't want you to buy or sell any stock. I just want you to give you this valuable information that you can use for your own decision making. In Tesla's newest version, this update is the final piece of the puzzle. It is the intelligence that will run the robotaxi network that we have talked in the last video. So today I want to explain why this Sentience update is the foundation for Tesla's next massive wave of growth. So in older versions of FSD, the car followed rules. If there's a stop sign, you should stop. But there's this world where it is really messy. People double park, children run into the street, and construction workers use hand signals. In version 14, it is different. It uses the foundation model for driving. So this means the car doesn't just see the pixels, it understands the context. If the car sees a ball rolling into the street, it doesn't just wait for the ball. It reasons that a child might be running after it, and it slows down before it sees the child. That is the difference between a computer and a driver. And this Sentience rollout is showing us that the car has learned the unwritten rules of the road. It doesn't just drive, it navigates life. And how is this possible? It comes back to the hardware. Most of the cars are receiving these updates are now running on Tesla's A5 or HW5 chips. So just like we talked about with NVIDIA's Rubin chips, Tesla is using the latest 3nm technology, and this gives the car this brain power to produce and process millions of data points every second without any delay. And because the hardware is so fast, the software can run end-to-end neural networks. And this means that the cameras see the world and the neural net directly decides how to move the wheels and the pedals. There's no human code in the middle. And the Sentience update is the first time we are seeing this architecture work perfectly 99.9%. And we are watching this birth of global autonomous brain. And this leads us to the most important point, the robotaxi network. As I mentioned in my previous video, Giga Texas is starting the Cybercab production in just 90 days, but a car without a brain is just a piece of metal. FSD version 14 is that brain. And for that robotaxi network to work efficiently, the car must be safer than a human. Not just a little bit, but 10 times safer. And with version 14, we are seeing this, we're seeing the miles between interventions. So when a human has to take over. And this intervention, these miles between intervention just explode. So when Tesla combines the Sentience software with a 10-second production speed of the Cybercab, they create a business model that is impossible to stop. They aren't just selling the luxury car anymore. They're selling the cheapest, safest, and most intelligent transportation in human history. So let's look at the growth logic here. Why am I so optimistic? First, you have data advantage. Tesla has billions of miles of real-world data. No other company can train their Sentience model like Tesla can. And then you have the vertical integration. Tesla builds the chip, builds the car, and the software, everything fits together. And then you have the software multiplier. So every Tesla on the road to this day becomes more valuable with a software update. Imagine your old car suddenly is becoming a productive worker while you sleep. And that is the power of the version 14 update. Tesla is solving the hardest problem in robotics and real-world navigation, and once you solve this for cars, you can solve it for Optimus, the humanoid robot as well. So the version 14 update, Sentience, the rollout is the moment everything changes. We are moving from an assistance to autonomy, and April is coming, and the software is finally ready for the hardware. I am very optimistic because I see the logic in the results. The car is thinking, the factory is building, and the network is coming. So what do you think? Have you seen the latest version 14 videos, or does the car still look human to you or not? Tell me in the comments, let me know what your thoughts are. Stay rational, stay optimistic, and I'll see you in the next video.